Hey, it's Chris with LPT Realty. Hey, wanted to, it's mid-month already, so wanted to take a look at the market report for Tampa, Florida for April and May of 2023. So here are key details. We're going to kind of go through all this throughout the presentation, but some of the key details to point out is going to be the inventory. So we've dipped a little bit from, if you look, April's on the left, May's on the right. See a little bit of dip in inventory, and then the pricing is relatively the same. So 440 last month, 433 is the medium sales price for May. All right, market trends and supply. So we are under 2 months of inventory. What does that mean? Well, typically a balanced market where buyers and sellers both have equal footing runs at about 4 to 6 months inventory. You start tipping the scale either way, and it goes in one favor or the other. In this case, it's still a strong seller's market here in Tampa, Florida, and what we're seeing that some multiple offers. It's definitely not as crazy as what it was during the pandemic, but you're still seeing some multiple offers, especially in those neighborhoods that are the hot areas where everybody wants to live. So be prepared if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, it's a good time. You're still getting top dollar for your homes. All right, active listings. So month over month, um, pretty pretty stable, right? So um, the pricing is ticking up a little bit, but the median days on the market, we went from 46 days to 49. Um, Still relatively close month over month. Here's our sold numbers. Again, that's where we get the medium home price. 440 last month, 443 this month. If you look at the percentages, so 90 almost 98% of list price in April and just over 98% in May. So what does that tell you? It's pretty competitive, right? So where you're seeing those homes being listed is about where they're going to sell. Keep in mind this is an average over all the homes that are sold. So some are going way under, and some are still getting above listing offers. In those multiple offer situations. So 98% is the average, and when you see a list price, that's what you can expect to pay. So great news if you're a seller, the market's still strong on your end. As a buyer, it's come down to the point where you're looking at the list price and that's basically what you're going to have to pay for it. All right, home value trends. All right, so I broke these charts down. Um, the one on the left in April goes from May of 2020 to current date, and then for the May slide on the right, um, that's going all the way back to January of 08. So right after the housing market crashed, all the way up to current time. So if you look at the home prices and you say, okay, well, I don't want to get in the market today because home prices are too high. Well, that's what everybody thought back in like 06, 07, 08, and you can see where it went from there. So over the long term, if you can do the long duration, home ownership on average tends to benefit the homeowner. Here is fixed market rate, mortgage rates. So that kind of goes back to what I was saying. Over the long term, back in 2002, what if you bought that house that was, being built for 300,000, knowing that today it was going to be worth 650, 700? Rates were about the same. The prediction on rates, who knows if it's accurate or not. I'm hearing maybe 2024, they're going to dip back down a little bit. They're expecting perhaps a recession, but who knows, right? I mean, that's all speculative. Right now, we know the rates have kind of stabilized with the Fed. They've sort of halted this last rate increase, so they're kind of even playing field. So we got a lot of options. If you're doing new homes, those builders are offering incentives on interest rates. There's rate buy down options. So whether we take money and you put it towards your mortgage rate and buy it down, or we get a seller concession, there's options, right? So don't be discouraged. It's coming around. It's still a good market. It's still a good time to live in Tampa, Florida. And like I said, renting over buying, long term, you're going to gain equity in your home. All right. So that's April, May market report for Tampa, Florida. Again, it's Chris LaRue with LPT Realty, Florida Life Homes. If I can help you out in any way, whether you're buying or selling, or just want some market information. If you're out there doing projects, I've got a lot of vendors on my list that from pretty much A to Z. So if you need something, let me know. I'll hook you up. You can do the interview, see if you like them. If it works out, great. If not, then move on, right? All right, guys. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next month.